Welcome to Map Your Mind. Travel through the world with your brain, Bulgaria. A land where mountains guard ancient secrets, where roses bloom into perfume gold, where folklore lives in every drumbeat, where history refuses to fade into silence. Picture the Balkan Peninsula thousands of years ago. Before borders, before kings and empires, before Europe was even called Europe. Here, the Thracians thrived, mysterious warriors and artists. They carved tombs adorned with vibrant murals. They played haunting melodies on bronze instruments. They left treasures buried, with their dead so rich they still dazzle archaeologists today. Then came Rome. Roads stretched across the land like stone veins. Cities flourished, trade boomed. Christianity quietly spread through whispered faith. But even the mighty empire fell, and Bulgaria rose in its shadow. The year was 681. A new nation emerged with strength carved from horse and steel. The First Bulgarian Empire, powerful, ambitious, fearless against Byzantium, under rulers like Concrum and Simeon the Great. Bulgaria dominated the Balkans. Culture blossomed. A writing system was born. Cyril and Methodius gifted the Slavic world a new alphabet. Words became weapons. Faith became identity. Time flowed like the Danube. Wars reshaped kingdoms. The Second Bulgarian Empire climbed to glory again in the medieval age. Veliko Tarnovo, perched on hills like a throne, became a fortress of royalty and art. Churches glittered with gold mosaics. Poets and scholars flourished. But storms were coming. The Ottoman Empire swept across the Balkans. For nearly 500 years, Bulgaria endured foreign rule. The cross and crescent lived side by side. Cultures intertwined. But resistance simmered beneath the surface. In 1876, the April Uprising ignited hope. Bravery painted the hills red at Shipka Pass. Freedom felt close, enough to touch. And by 1878, Bulgaria stood independent once more. Battered, but unbroken. The 20th century arrived like a whirlwind. The Balkan Wars, 2 world wars. Dreams of greatness shattered and rebuilt. Tides of ideology swept the nation into decades of communist rule. Factories grew. Art and identity changed shape. Voices learned to speak carefully. Then 1989 cracked open the future. A peaceful revolution, the dawn of democracy. A road toward the European Union and the wider world. Bulgaria transformed again. Ancient roots, modern wings. Yet the heart of Bulgaria still beats strongest in its traditions. Echoes of bagpipes soaring over green mountains. Nestinari fire dancers walking barefoot over flames in sacred ritual. Martizer red and white strings tied to wrist in springtime for good fortune. Banitsa fresh from the oven filling homes with warmth. Rose fields of Kazanlak perfuming the world every summer. Nature writes poetry here too. The Black Sea coastline with sun-kissed beaches and ancient port towns. The Rhodope Mountains wrapped in mist and legend. The Rila Monastery crowning colorful arches and frescoes. The 7 Rila lakes reflecting the sky like shattered mirrors of heaven. And always, the Bulgarian spirit, stubborn, artistic, passionate, rooted deep like an ancient oak. Today, Bulgaria stands as one of Europe's most culturally rich nations. A bridge between East and West. A survivor of empires and ideologies. A storyteller with thousands of years of memory. And a rising voice shaping the Europe of tomorrow. Fun fact, Bulgaria is the only country in Europe that has never changed its original name since its founding in 681. So next time you hear the name Bulgaria, don't just think of maps and borders. Think of mountains that whisper myths. Think of alphabets that change civilizations. Think of a nation that falls, rises, and rises again. Where will your mind travel next?